Let's try out my Valentine's Day date makeup while I tell you about my freaking worst date. Now, we all have bad dates, but I don't know if anyone else's has gotten this bad. Let's set the scene here. I was around 21 years old, newly single. Someone pops into my DMs and he's attractive. At least I think he's attractive. Asks me on a date and I'm like, I don't know, should I? But at the same time, my friends were kind of pushing me, so I'm like, screw it, let's go on a date. He doesn't pick me up, but he does tell me to come over for a drink so that we can go to dinner together. Kind of a flag because I've never met this man, but I was new to the dating scene again. Okay, I was back at it, so don't judge. He has a bottle of wine out, we have a glass, but then he starts talking about his cousin, the one that's very famous, like A-list celebrity, and I'm like, okay. It was cute to just slide it in once or twice, but I'm not on a date with this A-list celebrity, okay? I want to know more about you and less about them. Once we're at dinner, we order our meals, order a drink, and honestly, I was having the worst time ever. So I didn't finish my meal. I also didn't finish my drink because I am not wasting calories on a man that I don't even like. So what does this man do? This man tells me to finish my food and my drinks. I was like, I'm not that hungry. He's like, finish it. I was like, whoa. I was like, no, finish it, we're staying. I was like, no, I have an early day tomorrow. I gotta go, I have to work out. Literally doing every single excuse in the book. This man did not catch the hint. He literally made me come with him to go somewhere else to get one more drink. And I was trying everything. This is the reason why, ladies, you use a code word with your friends so they can call you as an emergency. The idiot that I was at that time, the immature girl that I was at the age of 21, went with him to that next bar to get a drink with him. And it started feeling really weird. Like at one point I remember like looking at the person making our drinks as if like, help. So I'm like on my phone to the side because he's like way too close to comfort on my one side, and I called an Uber. It got there and I go, okay, like so nice meeting you. I have an early day tomorrow. My Uber's here. And he's like, no, grabs my phone out of my hand and cancels the Uber. Excuse me, sir, what? Don't tell me what to do. Then he said, okay, fine, I'll call you an Uber. And I'm like, great, whatever it is to get me home, amazing. Idiot Sarah again, in the Uber. All I hear is doo-doo, like the noise that comes on when you're in the Uber and like you change the destination. And I was like, excuse me, did you just change the destination? He changed the destination to his house. I start getting in a full-blown argument with this man and tell the Uber driver to drop me off at the first location. I'm like directing him where to go. I get off, this man gets out, trying to grab me and like kiss me, and I'm like, literally get off of me at this point. This is like the most effed up thing. This man was like waiting outside. I looked out the window and I was like, what the fuck? The story is A, share your location with your friends, B, have a freaking code word, and 3, don't go on dates with losers. Also, should I do a red lip for Valentine's Day because my dress is black?
I don't know, friend. That makeup was giving. The lips, when she did the lips, I was like, girl, I like the color you got. Like, ooh. It gave me more of a natural look. I don't know. I loved her. I love the makeup. I think I misheard it. Did she say that she went for drinks at his house? If she did, yes, that's a red flag. What are we doing? Why are we going over his house? We can meet there. Like, girl, bye. I wish somebody would grab my phone. And they're not trying to get my cash app so they can send me money. Like, what? Why are you grabbing my phone? First of all, I hate when people touch my phone, especially when I have to show somebody something on my screen and they look with their hands and not their eyes. They just got to touch my screen and immediately hand sanitizer, wipe something. I have to wipe my phone out because germs. Why are you touching my phone? Like, that right there would have peed me off. But friend, you needed to escape. What? Your friends didn't have your location? Even if I know somebody, my friend still has my location. Like, literally, especially if I'm going on a first date with somebody, you best believe I send a location to my sister. Even though my sister's in a whole other state, she knows if something happens, she can shoot it to my mom, who's in, like, I feel like my mom sometimes be nosy, and, you know, I stay mysterious a lot of the time, so my mom usually doesn't know where I am at all. So yeah, that's something I have set up. But no, that's crazy that no one knew where you were, who you was with. I hope they knew who you was with. I don't know. My friends would have did a whole background check, like literally, especially with my girl, with my best friend, with my sis. I literally did a background check on the boy she was dating for a second. She don't know about it, but she should know. She should know. Being as me, she only sent me a picture. I know a lot about this dude, but they're not together anymore. But I knew who he was, honey. But yeah, no, friend. Play it safer. Be safe out there, you guys. Don't let nobody touch your phone. I don't know if y'all heard about that trip about the three girls that went to Colombia and they got snatched their phones and tried to kidnap them or whatever. So be very protective of your phone. I know a lot of people have those straps that it's like a purse, but it's their phone and it's strapped to them. I encourage that. I have a fanny pack for my phone, so keep your phone safe, keep yourself safe. Have things set up so you can escape. Always have an escape plan because there's some crazies.
Y'all, let me tell you about this horror story date that I went on, right? So I was talking to this guy and it was a Tuesday. I was off that day. He was off that day. So I'm like, okay, like, what you doing today? What you got plans for tonight? He's like, oh, I'm probably going to go to the movies. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. He was like, yeah, do you want to come with me? And I'm like, not really, because I don't really like to go to movies on the first day because, hello, it's a movie. What are we going to talk about? Right? But then I ended up talking to my friend on the phone. I'm like, oh, like, I want to go out to get something to eat, but this guy asked me to the movies. Like, should I go? She was like, yeah, you should go. Like, why not? So I called him back and I'm like, hey, like, you know what? I don't mind going to the movies, but can we change the movie theater to somewhere that's a little bit like in the middle of the both of us? So he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, cool. So I'm getting ready for the movies or whatever. And then I think he had texted me. He was like, oh, do you think this movie theater checks bags? And I'm like, probably not, because as far as I know, movie theaters don't check bags unless you know the Sunrise movie theater in Valley Stream that used to be lit back in the day. They checked bags for whatever ghetto ass reason, but movie theaters usually do not check bags. So he's like, oh, okay, cool, because I'm gonna bring some food. And I'm like, oh shit, you lit. Okay, cool, right? So now I'm in my car. I'm on my way to the movie theater. And then he calls me. He's like, hey, how far are you? I'm like, oh, I'm like 10 minutes away. He's like, okay, do you need me to get your movie ticket? I'm like, yes, I need you to get my movie ticket. Why wouldn't I need you to get my movie ticket? So then he's like, oh, okay, cool. So I get to the movie theater and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here. Where you at? He was like, oh, I'm inside. And I had a blonde moment for a second. I'm like, you inside the movie theater? He's like, yeah, I'm inside. I'm like, so you like about to watch the movie? He's like, nah, like I'm at the concession stand. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I come in, his back is turned to the door. Like, bro, you know I'm coming. Like, turn around, come in between. Like, you know how movie theaters, they have the first door, the second door, like come out there, like something. He didn't do that, right? So I come over to him and I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, give me a little side hug or whatever. Then he starts telling me like, oh, his app is acting funny, like he can't log in. I'm like, oh damn, like you didn't do like a password recovery, password reset. He's like, nah, it's not letting me, he don't got access to that email, blah blah blah. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So he's like, oh, do you want anything to eat? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take chips and a drink. So he's like, okay, cool. So I see him order the tickets, and the tickets is like $44 for the both of us. And in my head, I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy, especially when you know, like on a Tuesday the tickets cost like what, $7 or something, 7 to 22. Like that's a big jump. Anyways, so he orders the tickets and he's kind of like upset because like it's expensive, right? Or it's not the price that he was expecting it to be. His app was not working, it wasn't expected, whatever. Okay, cool. So I get my food and now we're walking to the movie theater. And he is walking, mind you, this man is like 6'2", 6'3". So he's walking, and when he's walking, he's taking like donkey strides, like horse strides, like mad big steps. I'm shorter, like I'm 5'4", I'm average height. I'm not about to run to keep up with you, right? So I'm walking my regular pace, and then he what did he do? I'm walking my regular pace, so then he peeps like, oh, she's not walking next to me. So he stops and like he waits for me or whatever, right? So we get into the movie theater and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna be right back, and text me when the movie starts. So I'm like, okay, like is he going to the bathroom? Like what's going on? So he goes, he comes back, he like, okay, I got it figured out, I'm getting my money back, okay, cool. So we watching a movie, I'm eating my chips, I'm dipping it in my cheese, like, you know. Then I'm like, okay, do you want some? He's like, nah, I don't want any, I got my own chips, can I just have some cheese? So I'm like, okay, cool. So he takes out a bag of purple Doritos and he act like, you know, he getting the cheese or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then the man takes the cheese, holding the cheese that I need for my dry ass chips, right, eats some and then puts it on the, like, not in the middle of us, on the side that he's sitting on, so on his right side, because I'm sitting on his left side. So I'm like, okay, so I'm kind of just sitting there. I'm not eating my chips anymore, right? But I'm not about to say nothing to you because, like, common fucking sense, like, I need my cheese back. So then I'm like, he's like, oh, you need that? I'm like, yeah. So he gives me my cheese back. I proceed to eat my shit. And I'm not about to ask him if he wants cheese again, because I already know what this nigga about to do. He about to take the fucking cheese and not give it back. And I'm about to have some dry ass chips, right? So we're sitting there watching a movie. Then this nigga pull out a fucking box of chicken wings. Okay? And I'm not gonna lie, them chicken wings look good, right? You pull out his box of chicken wings. Did this man ask me if I wanted a fucking chicken wing? No. So he's chowing town, like he's going to town on these chicken wings. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Peeped. I didn't ask for none. That's your business. But I peep. So then we're watching the movie, and then he's like, oh, that's a Porsche rocket ship. That's a Porsche. In my head, I'm like, bro, do you know that I'm just a girl? Like, I don't know nothing about cars. I don't know nothing about supercars, fancy cars. I don't know nothing. I don't care either. Like, all I see is a Porsche. I don't know what kind of Porsche it is, nor do I give a fuck. Anyway, so the movie continues, and then he, like, puts his hands like this, like, behind his head. And I guess he was about to, like, put his arm, like you know the, oh, tired, put my arm around you shit. I was like, mind you, I told you he was sitting next to me on this side. I said, okay, we continue watching the movie. Yeah, so the movie comes to an end. So we're getting up or whatever. Mind you, remember I told you this nigga had Doritos, he had chicken wings, he had fucking, I don't know, French fries, all that other shit that he had to pick the fuck up. Oh, did I mention, did he order popcorn too? I want to say he ordered popcorn too, but maybe he didn't, so we're just gonna leave that out, right? So the movie's over. So, you know, I get up, I got my little trail, whatever, and he's taking his sweet ass time. So in my head, I'm like, yo, I'ma just walk to, like, the exit of the movie theater, because this is awkward, like, me just standing here, right? So the movie's done, and obviously the movie's done. So anyway, so he gets up, he meets me at the door. Does he have his trash? I don't even know, because I think I waited for him, like, outside the movie theater and not just by, like, the trash cans. So I get outside, I'm waiting for him or whatever, and then he's like, oh, okay, like, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna wait right here. Negative. As soon as he went into them bathroom doors, I booked it. I ran. And I think one of the guys that was in the movie with us, he, like, saw me, and he was coming out, like, he was walking to his car too. So he low-key starts laughing, because he's like, like, you're leaving, like, that's funny. Anyways, I booked it to my car, I blocked his number, and yeah, I haven't heard from that man since. Because how dare you ask me to come to the movies with you, then ask me if I need you to buy my ticket. I don't need you to buy my ticket, but you will buy my ticket because you asked me to come to the movies. Furthermore, you're a man and I'm just a girl. And as far as I know, the movie tickets are $7 today. How dare you take my cheese and not give it the fuck back? How dare you get chicken wings, and if you knew you didn't want to share your chicken wings, dude, you could have asked me when you was at the chicken wing spot and be like, yo, do you want some chicken wings? This is what I'm about to eat at the movie theater. How dare you try to touch me? I can't even say that definitive if he was really trying to put his arm around me, but how dare you even, like, why would you even do that in a movie theater? And who the fuck gives a fuck if they're driving a Porsche rocket ship? Obviously, that's not the name of the car, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, it's a supercar. Who cares? I can't afford it. You can't afford it. Why do we care? Anyways, that was a day horror story that I went on. And that was the first time I did somebody on a date. And I'm actually really proud of myself, because old me would have sit there and endured it. And I'm leaving, baby. I'm out of here.
So, friend, let's be honest. You mad because he offered you no chicken. And that's a valid reason. That is a valid motherfucking reason. Because I was just like, wait, when did it? This is a horror. This is your horrible date. This is the worst date you ever been on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what a worst date look like. Girl, bye. Because, okay, I get it. He didn't offer to pay for your ticket. Okay, cool. Which is wild to me. Because I honestly feel like what's wild is to me, what is wild is the price. Me personally, I'll never go. I have never been to the movie theater since. It's been a while. It's been years since I've been on a movie theater. I would never go on a movie theater date. Like, offer a girl to go, like, hey, you want to go to the movie theaters? I don't even take my mom to the movie theaters. Like, literally, I have stream. Like, I can stream. Like, what? Like, I pay for Netflix. I pay for stuff to watch movies at home, the comfort of my home, have my own snacks, eat as much popcorn as I want with as much butter as I want, pause the movie if I want. Like, what? Why am I going to the movie theater? There's no reason. I got blankets and everything. I don't have to sneak food. I don't have to leave my house, bro. Like, there's no reason for me to go to the movie theater. It's not a date for me. Like, if you want to take me to the movie theater, I know exactly which one I want to go to because it's lit. It's lit as freak. They have smoothie alcohol. Like, in the movie theater, you can order your food and they bring it to your seat. Like, they just made this new movie theater. Well, no, they did not, because it's been a long time since I've been to the movies. The last time I've been to the movies was to fuck a girl in the parking lot. I ain't seen no movie. I made one, honey. Ah! But yeah, I would not mind going to that movie theater because that movie theater is lit. You pick where you want to sit and everything. I'm not going to the movie theater after 5 o'clock and I'm paying for it. That's crazy. On a Tuesday, $42. Okay, got it. Got that. But I still don't understand that part. I would have got stuck up on that part too. Like, what do you mean? You invited me. You're already there. You see I'm running late. Yeah, buy the tickets. What? But I really feel like she got stuck up on that chicken. Because what? I would have said something. I would have, closed mouth don't get fed. And clearly by looking at me, my mouth always open to eat, honey. Because I'm a eater, honey. What? I'm a muncher, honey. So yeah, no, friend. That was funny. Like, was that a horrible thing? Because I am definitely, comment below if you're definitely a type of person who brings your own food into the movie theater. Like, for real. Anytime I used to go to the movie theater with my mom, you best believe she had a purse full of Chick-fil-A. A whole purse. And it's like, yeah, well, this is what we're eating. And one time she had Little Caesars. I was like, how'd you even get that in here? But yeah, no. Comment below, do you bring food into a movie theater? Your own food. And I love their little value packs, though. Like, I do like the movie theater little kid pack or the little box where you get popcorn, a drink, and a candy. Oh, I love those. So yeah, comment below what you doing, what you eating.
Hey beloved, let's talk about a time I had sex in Pittsburgh with a man who had a PhD in the bedroom but a GED in basic communication. This man could explain his kinks like he was delivering a TED Talk with PowerPoint slides and a live Q&A. If tying knots was an Olympic sport, he was taking home the gold. Let me ask him about sexual positions and tire music. Oh, he had 2-paragraph breakdowns. But beloved, when it came to actual feelings, baby, he was out here speaking with emojis and hashtags. This man could tie me up better than he could string a sentence together. So one day, I sat him down gently with love and said, listen, you're confident in bed and I respect that, but why can't we have a real conversation about our relationship? Do you know what this man said? He sighed, shrugged, and mumbled, I just don't like talking about my feelings. Now, beloved, I tried to be understanding. I really did. But I couldn't help but think, sir, you want to tie me up but can't open up? We are living in an era where people can only communicate using body parts, where grunts and moans have replaced actual words and full sentences are on the endangered species list. At this point, asking how was your day is kinky and you up is a basic hello. Now, if you can craft a cinematic universe for what you want in the bedroom but can't express a single emotion, red flag, that's not intimacy. If you trying to be my man and we can't communicate outside the sheets, why are we even messing them up? Here's the lesson, beloved. Sex should never be the only language you're fluent in. Love, trust, and real connection require more than just physical chemistry. They need honest, intentional communication. And if the only thing holding you together is rope, it might be time to untie yourself and find someone who can actually hold a conversation. And until next time, go love yourself.
I love it. I love it. Look, what we guessing their side? What are we guessing that man's side? He's good in the bedroom, but not good at communicating. Comment below. I was thinking, I was low-key thinking Sag, but they're actually really in tune with their emotions. Like there's the opposite. They're bad in bed, but they're very in tune with their emotions. Sometimes I feel like they're in tune with expressing how they feel, but not in the past. It has to be current. It has to be current. It can't be in the past. Couldn't be Sag. I was low-key thinking Scorpio, but I've never been with a Scorpio. Like, I know Scorpios, but I've never been with a Scorpio. But I heard they're good in bed. I heard they're sensual, sexual people. I don't know how they are emotionally. So it's very slim when it comes to what sign is good in bed. It's not many of them. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. So if we narrow that down, we can figure out who it is, who can't communicate, who's not good at expressing their emotions. Let's figure that out. Comment below what you think they sign was. Let's debate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But yeah, friend, it's hard to find someone who can do both, who can blow your back out and then have pillow talk, you know, and then talk to you in the daytime. Talk to you at nighttime, talk to you in daytime, talk to you at nighttime, and talk to you in the daytime. It's really hard to find both, but we do want to find well-rounded people. Like, communication is sexy. Communication makes the world go round. Like, I love a girl that I can literally talk her panties off. It's not very hard to do. Like, with me, it's me, honey. I expect you to be wet before I get down there. Like, I just say one word. Look at you a certain way. I feel like you should be dripping. You haven't proved me wrong yet. So yeah, friend. But no, communication is important and it's sexy. Like this video, follow all the creators, and don't forget to subscribe.